Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I'm back with Ren. And this song is called Ready for You. I don't know if you're ready for him. I'm not sure if I'm ready for him, but yeah, let's have a listen to this and we'll talk about the lyrics afterwards because Ren writes his own lyrics. So ready for you. Let's go. Are you ready? Here we go.
I'm standing on these stones, I'll plant these aching bones down. King without a throne now, waves are crashing out. I'm scrolling through my phone, there's no one I can call now. I guess I'm all alone, how did that end up here? Now pull yourself together, boy.
I like the echo sound of his backing vocal himself. That was very cool. Let me back this up. And also the video, the sort of anime video, which is in some ways a little bit similar to his newest track, Suicide, which we've done. We kind of went forward, now we've gone back again.
Throne now, waves are crashing out. I'm scrolling through my phone, there's no one I can call now. I guess I'm all alone, how did that end up here? Now pull yourself together, boy, reconstruct like Lego toys. These thoughts you have could soon destroy the progress you have made. It's pulling down like gravity, emotional brutality. Just know the clock is ticking and that nothing stays the same. I'm back up off the floor, cause I know that I got more in myself around two. In my boat without an oar, I still find my way to shore in this ocean blue. I know you feel it, I know you feel it, know you feel it, cause I can see it now. And now I'm back up off the floor, cause I know that I got more and I'm ready for you. You've unleashed a sleeping beast, a mythical, biblical creature, a demon that's breathing. You best call a priest, or exorcist. Venture this boy who is flexing his dark side. I can't find no peace. Belongs in asylums, no man is an island, so I'm a whole planet that speaks. That speaks of the pain that is drumming like rain on my brain and it's flooding the streets. So nail me to this cross now, crucify me, God. How am I meant to pray if my hands I lay you down? I build my very own effigy that represents the pain in me. I'm burning it till it's ash. I'm seeking freedom from myself. Vibrations move the speaker, music my Mona Lisa. I seek my refuge in a melody, fix me up my dealer. I breathe it like it's ether, I'll drink it by the litre. When half your life is spent with death, you do not fear the reaper. For the plight of humankind.
I'll back it up a little bit. I'll forget if I don't say something. There's always lots to say with Ren, and we'll talk about the lyrics afterwards. I know some of them are popping up here, but I'll talk about the lyrics separately. Yeah, so sort of moving into rap and then sort of moving into almost what I'd call spoken poetry and then back into rap a little bit. Just we touch a reggae in there too with his play with his voice. Just amazing. And also this scenery, the ocean and the sunrise or sunsets, all very beautiful, going along with his beautiful voice and amazing lyrics as well. Yeah, this line was good here too.
Dick my Mona Lisa, I seek my refuge in a melody, fix me up my dealer. I breathe it like it's ether, I'll drink it by the litre. When half your life is spent with death, you do not fear the reaper. For the plight of humankind remains the same. The biggest war we ever waged was the war we wage upon our own brains. A story as old as time. Duality dwells inside our thoughts. While we yin-yang, we will hang on a noose with no support. I'm back up off the floor, cause I know that I got more in myself around two. In my boat without an oar, I still find my way to shore in this ocean blue. know you feel it, I know you feel it, know you feel it, 'cause I can see it now. And now I'm back up off the floor, 'cause I know that I got more, and I'm ready for you.
Wow, very good. I'll just stop it there. It's the lights going down, sun setting, and he's on the ocean in his boat, rowboat. Beautifully done, as always. A little bit different again. There's certainly, you recognize Ren's voice, obviously, and there are certain similarities between some of the songs, but there's always differences as well, and the videos too, and the videography and the graphics and the imagery. Everything is so well done, so impeccably done on most of the videos. I have to admit, some of the live ones and the early ones, it was, you could get vertigo because the camera kept moving. But yeah, a lot of the videos are really well done, and the live ones are great because you get to see him sing live, and often with Sam or some other artists as well. So those are awesome too. Let's have a look at the lyrics now. Ready for you by Ren. I'm standing on these stones. I plant these aching bones down. King without a throne now. Waves are crashing out. I'm scrolling through my phone. There's no one I can call now. I guess I'm all alone. How did I end up here? So, questioning how he ended up alone. Maybe questioning how he ended up with aching bones. King without a throne. I'm not too sure exactly where he's going with that. Now put yourself together, boy. Reconstruct like Lego toys. These thoughts you have could soon destroy the progress you have made. It's pulling down like gravity, emotional brutality. So yes, the thoughts in our minds can yank us down, can pull us down. We can destroy ourselves, often better than others can. They can lend a hand occasionally, but then we take that and what do we do with it? We often make it worse than it was even originally intended. So now we can also take that and turn it into something and make it better, but that's a little harder to do sometimes. When you're already feeling emotionally down, uh, sometimes you tend to keep going in that direction. It even starts to feel comfortable to go in that direction. It becomes you. It starts to become you. Um, so the progress you have made is pulling down like gravity, emotional brutality. Just know the clock is ticking and that nothing stays the same. I'm back up off the floor because I know that I've got more in myself for round two. And that was a thumbs up because yes, you always have more until you're completely dead, and then you don't, I guess. But until then, you have a chance. Until then, there's hope. Until then, there's a possibility of getting out of it. So if you want to think of Pandora's box, there's still hope left in the box. So um, in my boat without an oar, I'm still find my way to shore in this ocean blue. I know you feel it. I know you feel it. Know you feel it. Okay. So even though he's in a boat without an oar, he's still going to find his way because I can see it now. I'm back up off the floor because I know that I got more and I'm ready for you, whatever the you is that's thrown at him, I guess. You've unleashed a sleeping beast, a mythical biblical creature, a demon that's breathing. You best call a priest or exorcist. Wretched this boy who is flexing his dark side. I can't find no peace. Belongs in asylums. No man is an island. So he's going through all the thoughts and uh, the you've woken the sleeping beast. So all of these dark thoughts that go on in his head. Dark side, I can't find no peace. Belongs in asylums. No man is an island. So I'm a whole planet that speaks of the pain that is drumming like rain on my brain and it's flooding the street. So nail me to this cross now and crucify me, Lord, how. So yeah, he made a very cute little Jesus there with his nice abs. I wish I had abs like that, but I don't really want to be up on the cross though. And I meant to pray if my am I meant to pray if my hands are nailed down? I'll build my very own effigy that represents the pain in me. So talking about the pain that he's going through, the psychological pain, the physical pain too, with his illness, etc. And burn it till it's ash. I'm seeking freedom from myself. Yes. Vibrations move the speaker. Music, my Mona Lisa. So his music is his art, obviously, and Mona Lisa, very famous painting, of course. And he is making the analogy that his music is like the Mona Lisa, where he seeks his refuge in a melody. Fix me up, my dealer, as if he's an addict to music, or music is his addiction. Not such a bad addiction compared to most others. I'll breathe it like it's ether. I'll drink it by the liter. When half your life is spent with death, you do not fear the reaper. For the plight of humankind remains the same. The biggest war we ever wage is the war we wage upon our own brains. Yes. And so no matter what cards you've been dealt, so to speak, and we know that Ren has dealt with physical illness, with Lyme disease and other issues because of drugs, etc. The drugs they gave him for Lyme disease, but then there may have been some other drugs thrown in there as well. Uh, but there can be other things that are thrown your way, and he has dealt with others as well, as we know, suicide of his friend, etc. And we all have these sorts of things that happen, and they can be a bit different, but if you live long enough, you're going to deal with lots of different tragedies and lots of dips and valleys in the road. But yeah, I wouldn't say you don't fear the Reaper, because I think biologically you still do, whether you want to admit it or not. We fight to stay alive, usually. At the very end, maybe not so much, but but he's still a relatively young guy. But the biggest war we wage is in our own brains, as I mentioned before. What do we do with what's thrown at us? That makes the difference. So you can have two people faced with a really tragic event, maybe even the same event if they're in a war or something. One of them succeeds and gets out of it and is relatively okay, and one of them can't, and either suffers forever or ends up dead from it. Why? Well, it's what they did with it, and it's not necessarily a fault of anyone, and it's not necessarily that one's better than another one, but sometimes it has to do with what we do with it afterwards, with what we do with our own minds and our brains. Duality dwells inside our thoughts. While we ting yang, we will hang on a noose with no support. I'm back up off the floor because I know that I've got more in myself for round two. In my boat without an oar, I'll still find my way to shore. Yeah, and there's even more than two rounds. You keep going. In this ocean blue, I know you feel it because I can see it now. I'm back up off the floor because I know that I've got more, and I'm ready for you. So bring it on. Let's. I'm going to find a way to cope with it. I'm going to find a way to deal with it, and you don't fear it as much anymore. When you're dealing with some serious illness or other really traumatic event, you sometimes get to a point where you feel, I cannot handle it anymore. That's it. I'm done. However, if you don't die, you have to deal with it. You just have to. A lot of people say, I don't think I could ever handle that. Well, maybe, hopefully you never will have to handle such a tragedy or trauma or whatever it was. However, if you do, it's surprising what people can do. Even people you didn't think could handle it rise to the occasion. It's amazing what we can do. I've been surprised what others can do. I've also been surprised what I myself have done in situations I thought I would never be able to handle this, and then when it comes, you do. It's not always fun, but you do, generally. So I'm glad Ren has been able to handle things so far, and he has created his music, his Mona Lisa, and continues to do so. And he is, if anything, becoming better and better, although I haven't really seen anything that I would consider poor from Ren. All right, really enjoyed that. Let me know what you think and your thoughts on the lyrics, on the song, on the video, anything at all. Also, what you'd like to hear. It's Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Bye bye for now.